What's going on, y'all, man? Welcome back to the Mechee from the Midwest podcast. I got to get in here and give y'all the results from the UFC 316. Took place over the weekend on Saturday. I wasn't able to get in here a couple days earlier, but said I got a little bit of time today. Want to get in here before this NBA Finals Game 3 kicks off tonight. We'll discuss it on the next video. But if you haven't already, please go check out my YouTube page, Meet You from the Midwest podcast. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel for your latest updates on sports, TV shows, movies. I do it all. But anyways, let's get into this card, man. Just want to give y'all the quick results on there, what I thought about the card overall. First fight on the prelims was Chaos Williams versus Andreas Gustafsson. I was going for Chaos this one. I didn't know too much of the Andreas guy, but Andreas guy pulled it off, unanimous decision, 3 rounds. Next fight was Sergey Spivak versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. I picked Acosta to win this one. I thought he'd be able to beat him with just being a little bit faster. I've seen Spivak take a couple of bad losses lately, so I didn't think he'd be able to hang, but he did okay this fight. I just think Waldo, he outlanded him on punches for the most part. Next fight is the Osmat versus Brinson Ribeiro. I had Osmat win that one. He knocked his ass out round one. Main event of the prelims, and a dude I will be checking for going forward because Buddy hands is fast. Bruno Silva versus Joshua Van. Joshua Van, this dude look like a boxer out there, man. They had who they said was in the crowd? Andre Ward. Andre Ward, if y'all know, is a boxing great. He was out in the crowd, and I don't know if it motivated Joshua to show him his stand-up game, but he was just piecing Silva up the whole fight. He just made him look like he wasn't even supposed to be in the octagon with this guy. But salute to him. I will be checking out his fights. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly what division he fights in, but I'll let y'all know that next time when it get closer to him fighting, obviously. But yeah, he did his thing, man. He knocked Buddy out in round 3. So salute to the prelims. The prelims was okay. Kicking off the main card. Let me see. I didn't see 2 of these fights. I was at event for my stepson. Had a great time there. But starting with the first fight on here, uh, Vinci Luque versus Kevin Holland. This fight, I told you I was going with Luque because I just feel like when Kevin Holland fights like the top guys up in the division that's mostly ranked, he just likes to play with him, be too confident, too cocky. It's just like he's not taking the fight too serious. But this fight, round one, Holland was piecing him up, man. He definitely, I think Holland is like 6'3", Luque is probably like 5'10" or something like that. So he had the size advantage. And he was just piecing him up and looked like he was in trouble for a little while. It got to round 2, pieced him up some more, and out of nowhere, caught him with a choke and put Luque out. So Holland made a statement for the division just to let people know, like, just because you're a ranked fighter, you're not just going to walk over me like most do. But salute to Holland for coming through and actually showing up to fight that night. Mario Batista versus Patchy Mix. If I remember correctly, I said Mario Batista. I didn't know too much about Patchy Mix. He just came over from another promotion. They were speaking very highly of him, but from what I've seen, I just seen a couple of pieces of highlights on that fight. He was getting pieced up as well. He just didn't look like he's cut out for UFC yet so far. Now he might be able to beat somebody that's not too good on their way out, but with Mario Batista, he showed him like this ain't what you want in this division. So salute to him. Next fight, Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Pfeiffer. This was a recall fight that was supposed to take place, I want to say like a month or 2 ago. They had to reschedule, and I wasn't able to see this one. But Kelvin Gastelum, that's what I was going for. He ended up losing a unanimous decision. I'm not sure what happened that fight, but he lost. So it's starting to look like Kelvin might be his time up in the UFC. Once you start losing the dudes that's about to be ranked or currently ranked, then it might be time for you to start hanging them up because Dana gonna start shipping them out sooner or later. Co-main event, great fight, great fight. I was hoping the champ was gonna retain, but my issue with this fight was that Kayla Harrison was too big for her. I felt like she was gonna look for the takedowns, and sure enough, each round that they fought, she got a takedown in. The first round, she took her down. I want to say closer to the end of the round, and laid on her and punched her up a little bit. Second round, she got on her again, took her down and choked her out. New champion. After the fight, I thought it was gonna be some animosity, but they actually prayed with each other, which is dope to see. Fighters pray with each other, like to wish best for both parties after the fight. So it was good sportsmanship. But after the fight, Kayla Harrison called out a GOAT, one of the greatest of all time in the women's division, Amanda Nunes, and she just so happened to be in attendance. So they said Amanda Nunes was allowed to get in the ring. She said she's coming out of retirement. They've been wanting to fight each other. I want to say that they were saying that Amanda Nunes left her previous promotion before UFC just to get out of there away from Kayla, because I don't know if she maybe felt like she was too big, or I know some of them say she's on steroids because she's just a bigger woman. She's a big woman because she wrestles a lot, so she's kind of like brolic or whatever. But hey, they said the fight is on, man. They said the next fight is gonna be Amanda Nunes versus Kayla Harrison. And if it's anybody that I believe they could beat Kayla Harrison in this division, it's gonna be Amanda Nunes. Now Juliana already beat Penna. Juliana already beat Nunes, but Nunes got her revenge before she retired. But when it comes to Kayla Harrison, I think it's gonna be the same thing. Amanda Nunes can't allow her to take her down. If that happens, Amanda Nunes will lose the fight. This is all about legacy. But if Amanda Nunes is able to stand on her feet and piece her up, it's going to be a long night for Kayla Harrison. So salute to Kayla Harrison for that belt. Keep it warm because the GOAT is coming for that belt. Main event of the evening went exactly how I expected to. I didn't want it to go this way, but like I said, after you see a couple of these dudes fights, you know what their MO is, what they gonna do for the most part. You know they whole blueprint. And Merab, like I said, he did whatever to keep that belt. His thing was all I gotta do is once I get close, take a shoot, take him down, beat up on him a little bit, and that's what he did for 3 rounds. He got to the third round. Once he shot on that last time, he was able to put him in a chokehold and tap him out. Let me rewind real quick. Panda lost to a Kimura lock. Like it looked like Kayla was about to break her arm, but she tapped just on time because she was about to break her arm. Anyways, as far as the main event, like I said, I want to say Merab. I said he had between 4 and 6 takedowns. I want to say he maybe had about 5, so he got like right in the middle of that. He either had 5 or 6 takedowns, if I remember correctly. But Merab just he a stocky cat, man. If you a tall and long guy, if you don't use your length, if you don't keep the distance from him, he's gonna take you down. And he's been doing this for pretty much everybody's fault. I'm not sure who. They said Corey Sandoval should be his next fight. Same thing with that situation. Corey is a tall, lanky guy, but he got a little bit more muscle on him. He actually looks pretty big for the division, so Merab might have a little trouble with him this fight. But again, if Merab's able to put his hands on him and take him down, it's going to be a wrap for him. So again, man, that's the UFC results from this weekend. We got another card coming up this week. We got Usman versus Buckley in the main event. Sorry, I don't have the list up right now. Actually, let me see here. UFC. This is gonna be a UFC fight night. Let me see if I can pull up the card right quick. I'll do a quick prediction on UFC for this week. Let's see. Um, I'll just go over the main card right quick for this Saturday, y'all. Here we go. Mm, we got Omar Sy, 11-0 versus Alonzo Menifield, 16-5. This side guy is undefeated. I've been seeing Minifield take a couple of L's lately. I'm gonna rock with the young and 11 and that's 11-0. I'm gonna go with Cy on that one. Next fight we got Cody Garbrandt 14-6 versus Ronaldo Basello. I'm gonna go with Cody, man, because he just needed to win. This is like that record's starting to look ugly. 14-6 is pretty bad, so I'll go with Corey with that one. Um, Shabazian 14-5 versus Andre Petroski. 13-4. I'm gonna go with Shabazian. I've seen a lot of his fights in the middleweight division. I think he's a solid fighter, so I'll rock with him. Co-main event, we got Miranda Maverick 17-5 versus Rose Thug. Um, Thug Rose is what they call her, 14-7. If I'm looking at this, I'm gonna rock with Rose to win that one. In the main event, I'm a rock with Usman 20-4 versus Buckley 21-6. Now this is a good matchup. I believe that if Usman can take Buckley down and wear him out a little bit, he's gonna be able to pull it off. But if they stay on their feet majority of the fight, I think Buckley can pull it off. I think Usman still got something in the tank, but yeah, I'm gonna go Usman because I just believe he still got something in the tank. He's gonna still try to get that another title shot before he ride his way up out of here. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Side to win. I'm gonna go with Cody to win, Shabazian, Rose, and I'm gonna rock with Usman to win for UFC Fight Night this Saturday. So if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe to the Mechee from the Midwest podcast for your latest UFC updates on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I will keep y'all posted. Probably Sunday or Monday, I'll go over the results of the fights, and like I said, we'll just keep on stepping, man.